Hello, I'm Janis Brenner, and I have a recollection that was triggered by hearing other people's recollections this summer. When I was just turning 18, I wanted to go to the ADF, which was still up at Connecticut College. This was 72 or 73, I'm actually not sure, but it was the year that Jose Limon had passed away. And I was trained in Humphrey Weidman techniques since I was 13. And my dream was to study with the Limon Company members and maybe someday get in their company. So I saved up enough money and I went to ADF that summer, specifically to study with Clay Taliaferro and Lenore Latimer, and to see the Limon Company, especially Carla Maxwell and Sarah Stackhouse, who were sort of my idols. So I was there and having a wonderful time and studying with Clay and a bit with Lenore. And in those days, each company was in residence for a full week. So you got to see, as students, we got to see the show several times. And I saw the Limon Company, and I saw Carla, and I saw Sarah. And I was still in awe of them. And then a week or so went by, I think, and the Nicolai Company came. And they came with this very famous piece of Nick's called Tent, where this huge billow of fabric descends on the stage. And it's this true multimedia environmental piece, and I had never seen anything like this. And I sat there and watched this and was completely, literally my head just was completely spun around. And I went every night to sit in the back row of the house in that theater and see the piece. I probably saw it 5 times. And you know, this was like the 70s, so I said to myself, this must be what it's like to be dripping or something. It was just so mind-blowing to me. And it changed sort of the course of my life and career, and I said, I want to go to New York and do that. And so I was just going to college then, and I was studying improv in college, luckily, with Phyllis Lamhut, who had danced for Nick for many, many years. And I left college because I wanted to study with Nick and Murray and Phyllis Lamhut and Hanya Holm, who was still teaching at Nick and Murray's lab once a week. And so I studied at their school for 3 years on and off, and then I got into Murray Lewis's company, which was my real dream. And there I am in Murray's company, less than a year. And Murray is commissioned to make a work on the Limon Company, who lives upstairs from us. That building on 18th Street, off of Broadway, was a dancer paradise. The Hawkins Company was on the 3rd floor. The Perry Dance was on the 5th floor. Nicolai Lewis was on the 7th floor, and Limon Company was on the 9th floor. So you can imagine the energy in that place. We'd just go up and down the stairs and visit people. And the Limon Company commissioned Murray to make a work on them. And so Murray had them come down to our floor, and Murray made the work called Figura on the Limon Company and us simultaneously, sometimes even mixing dancers from the company so we could sort of work together. And as it turns out, the part that he was making for Carla Maxwell was my part. And so I got to not only be around Carla, but to actually be working with her and doing the same part that of one of my idols. And so it was an amazing full circle of sort of synchronicity that happened. And it was the beginning of a 30-year friendship that I've had with Carla and all of the Limon dancers I've taught at their school, on and off for 15 years. And it was that summer at ADF at Connecticut College that set the course for really pretty much the rest of my dancing life.